It's that time of the year. A fortnight hasn't even passed to give us time to recover from the New Year meets. We now have the grand circus that is the Tokyo Auto Salon weekend and the craziness surrounding it. While North America prepares for the first big proper motor show in Detroit, Japan continues the wild events with the mother of all tuning shows. First up, Subaru. While it is primarily an aftermarket show, we still got to see several surprising new concepts and debuts like this, the new Subaru DAZIV Performance STI concept. The name is quite the mouthful, but it looks appropriately mouth-watering. Sharp clean lines, muscular squared-off fenders, short overhangs, and a massive wing on the trunk lid all scream STI. It's got so sharp arrow it makes a Honda Civic Type R look like, well, a regular Honda Civic. That's basically what this is. A sneak preview of the next generation WRX STI. It's precisely why it looks like the DAZIV Performance concept we saw at last year's Tokyo Motor Show, only with a slightly different bumper and a rear wing. Subaru is very tight-lipped about the specs on the car. Basically, there are no specs. At least none they were willing to share with us at this point in time. The very friendly but secretive people at the Subaru stand did say that it would be powered by a turbocharged petrol boxer engine and a symmetrical all-wheel drive system, so that basic recipe is still there, thankfully. There have been quite a few rumors going around about the next-gen WRX STI foregoing its boxer engine setup for something more conventional, which would be a shame. Then there are the rumors of the WRX STI going hybrid, but nothing from this concept can indicate that much. At the very least, the production version of a next-generation WRX STI is still some time away. I'm glad they're still going at it, even though they probably don't need to. I mean, it does seem like in a time where sedans and fun cars are becoming harder for manufacturers to justify, the WRX STI is almost in a world of its own. It needs to exist. Now let's just hope the production car will actually resemble this stunning concept. If it'll have half the presence this thing had, it'll be a winner. Given Subaru's history of transitions from concept car to production car, half might be expecting too much. Apart from Subaru, there was also another new car release in the shape of the Toyota Gazoo Super Sport concept, but that wasn't even the biggest surprise of the show.
It may be luck that makes a Subaru, but we suspect that a good deal of research and engineering went into the design, development and manufacturing of the new Crosstrek. Featuring some key upgrades for the 2018 model year, this capable car could be an ideal vehicle for buyers who want a compact SUV that drives like a sedan but also offers SUV sturdiness and cargo capacity. Subaru was smart enough, or got lucky enough, to catch the early wave of interesting crossover vehicles that turned into the tidal flood of our current SUV obsession. The Outback of the early 2000s foreshadowed the light-duty adventure vehicles that now dominate the American road. The newly refreshed Crosstrek is a four-door car that seats 5 adults comfortably. Not as swanky as the top Outbacks, nor as spare as a stripped-down Forester, the Crosstrek model line starts with the $22,710 2.0i and climbs through the premium and limited models, with manufacturer-suggested retail prices starting at $27,210, including destination charges. All three are powered by the same 4-cylinder boxer engine, which makes a reported 152 horsepower and 145 pound-feet of torque. This engine, new for 2018, is lighter than earlier power plants and is fuel-injected, which produces a few more horsepower and offers improved fuel economy. Energy is delivered to the road through a continuously variable transmission and Subaru's excellent all-wheel drive system. That's not a lot of horses under the hood, but the CVT manages the power well, and the continuous all-wheel drive system, paired with Subaru's active torque vectoring and traction control, give the car an extremely planted feel. Around the city, the Crosstrek benefited from tremendous visibility, sporty corner-to-corner acceleration and nimble handling. Parking was eased too, by the very good backup camera. The steering and suspension felt tight and well-tuned, though the braking seemed a little mushy at times. It also felt safe, though it seemed relatively light in the body, and not as sturdy as the higher-end Outbacks. Full disclosure, we liked the one we drove for 10 years. The 2018 model was named a top safety pick by the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety, and scored in the top category in all the IIHS crash tests. We enjoyed the drive experience more when I did my own gear selection, via the steering wheel mounted paddle shifters, standard on the Limited and an available option on the Premium. This put the horsepower and torque to maximum use and increased the car's spunky feel. On the freeway, in manual or automatic mode, the Crosstrek felt comfortable and capable, even at higher speeds. It's not quite as quiet as one might like, despite an improved acoustic windshield, and suffers from the same wind and tire noise that plagues a lot of four-wheel drive SUVs. A day-long drive might get tedious, but a run to Malibu and back, enjoying the Harman Kardon optional audio system, was perfectly pleasant. Subaru's version of Adaptive Cruise Control, part of Subaru's EyeSight driver assist technology, which includes pre-collision braking, lane keeping assist and lane departure warnings, impressed us as well above average. The EyeSight system is an optional upgrade on the Premium and Limited Crosstreks. When set to moderate freeway speed, it helped the model we drove slow gradually when the traffic slowed, and speed up gently as the traffic returned to normal, without any of the "hey, look out!" jerkiness that seems baked into some manufacturers' ACC systems. Subaru's onboard infotainment system comes in two versions and includes a 6.5-inch screen on some models and an 8-inch screen on the Limited. In that formulation, it comes standard with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, along with voice-activated controls, a CD player, dual USB ports and an easy-to-initiate Bluetooth system. The model we drove also had standard front seat heaters, a reminder of how well Subaru has done with its four-wheel drive, four-season cars that function so admirably in rough weather states. According to a Cali Blue Book report from last year, the Outback was the #1 selling vehicle in Washington, Oregon and Colorado in 2016. Of the three trim lines, only the top 2.0i Limited model comes standard with Subaru's X-Mode and Hill Descent control. I didn't spend enough time off-road to take advantage of these features, but when paired with the Crosstrek's advertised 8.7 inches of ground clearance, increased cargo space and standard roof rails, they should enable some of the kind of backcountry adventuring that Subaru highlights in its advertising campaigns. How many of them will test the Crosstrek's off-road mettle? Folks in icy, snowy climes will find the all-wheel drive useful, and will use that roof rack for skis and snowboards. Southern California drivers may want to spin some sand in Joshua Tree or hit the local slopes once the snow starts falling again.
Automaker company Tesla has fallen short once again on its promises regarding its new sedan, the Tesla Model 3. In the past few months, Tesla had already encountered problems in the production aspect, and has announced once again that production will be pushed back further. The technical difficulties that the Elon Musk-owned automaker company has been experiencing have caused its investors to lose faith in the brand. Last year, Musk announced that the automaker company would be producing a volume of 5,000 Model 3 vehicles per week by December. However, back in November, Musk pushed the deadline to March of 2018, since the company was not able to solve its manufacturing woes. In the fourth quarter of 2017, the company was only able to make 1,550 Model 3 units, and stated that it would be able to manufacture an estimated 2,500 cars a week by March. The projected figures still fall short compared to what the company once promised, and is now facing dire straits financially. The production hell, which was used by Musk, is largely due to the factory's inability to successfully establish and integrate the solar panel roofs feature onto the Tesla 3. So far, the roofs have not worked well enough to get past the development stage, and is causing the company billions of dollars. However, Tesla has decided to take a slower approach in manufacturing its vehicles to ensure that each and every car that it produces is of the highest standard of quality. Car enthusiasts who have been able to review the Model 3 have raved about the responsive interface, as well as its form and function. The Model 3 is certainly promising as a mass-driven electric vehicle, which can skyrocket the success of the company once the bugs have been fixed. As of now, the market value of Tesla is still considerably high, which is worth about $53 billion.